Hello everyone, I'm Thanasis and welcome back to Better Greek. Today we'll have a grammar lesson. We'll talk about verbs. When you speak Greek, you need to add verbs in your speaking. The first type of verbs you need to know are called A verbs. And all the most common verbs in Greek are A verbs. By the end of this video, you'll know once and for all how to use and conjugate all the most common Greek verbs to use them in your speaking. Let's get started. Generally, when we introduce a verb, we don't say like in English the verb to be, to do, to work. We say it in the first person, like the verb I am, I do, I work. Let's say the verb I live. In Greek, it's meno. Meno is an A verb because it ends in omega. And all the verbs that end in omega are called A verbs. Let's conjugate meno. All A verbs like meno use specific endings. Here they are. Meno, I live. Menis, you live. Meni, he, she, it lives. Menume, we live. Menete, you plural live. Menun, they live. One more time. Meno, menis, meni, menume, menete, menun. Let's see another A verb. Let's see kano, which means I do. We'll use the same A endings. Kano, I do. Kanis, you do. Κάνει, he, she, it does. Κάνουμε, we do. Κάνετε, you plural do. Κάνουν, they do. One more time. Κάνω, κάνεις, κάνει, κάνουμε, κάνετε, κάνουν. Another common A verb is έχω, which means I have. Let's conjugate this one using the same A endings. Έχω, I have. Έχεις, you have. Έχει, he, she, it has. Έχουμε, we have. Έχετε, you plural have. Έχουν, they have. And one more time. Έχω, έχεις, έχει, έχουμε, έχετε, έχουν. The person is inside the verb. If you say, for example, meno, you mean I live. I will understand by the ending omega that you mean I live. You don't have to say εγώ μένω. The word εγώ is not needed with verbs. You may say it only for emphasis or contrast. For example, εγώ μένω εδώ. Όχι εσύ. I live here, not you. If you say μένουμε, you mean we live. You don't need to say εμείς μένουμε. I will understand by the ending ούμε that you mean we live. Let's see another thing. We'll use the verb I work, which is δουλεύω. Δουλεύω is an A verb because it ends in omega. Let's conjugate it. Δουλεύω, I work. Δουλεύεις, you work. Δουλεύει, he, she, it works. Δουλεύουμε, we work. Δουλεύετε, you plural work. Δουλεύουν, they work. One more time. Δουλεύω, δουλεύεις, δουλεύει, δουλεύουμε, δουλεύετε, δουλεύουν. In English, there are two forms. They call them present simple and present continuous. For example, I work every day, for example, or I'm working now. In Greek, δουλεύω can mean I work or I'm working. We have one form. We'll understand by context if the meaning is I work in general every day or I'm working, for example, now. The 10 most common Greek A verbs you need to know are κάνω, I do, μένω, I live, έχω, I have, δουλεύω, I work, πίνω, I drink, διαβάζω, I read or I study, σπουδάζω, I study in college, πηγαίνω, I go, αρχίζω, I start, γράφω, I write. That's all about the A verbs in Greek. Now you are an expert when you want to use verbs in your speaking, and you have everything you need to get started. Today is the perfect time to start speaking using your first verbs, and there is no better way than by practicing every day. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning. Τα λέμε!